updated tomorrow. What's up, everybody? Hello. I'll say hello formally to everybody once I get through this. I don't want to make people wait or anything like that. I just want to preface this a little bit with a bit of backstory for people that might be a little bit more new to the stream. I started out in 2014 as a Twitch partner, right? Prior to that, I was primarily playing DayZ mod. The whole reason why I started my Twitch channel to begin with was to help a friend promote a gaming community. And then from there, I transitioned into playing DayZ Epoch. And the thing that I enjoyed most about that was the fact that I was able to educate people and kind of bring them into the fold. It was something, I was always helping a friend, pursue their goals. And for that, it was to bring as many people in and educate them about Epoch mod. And then from there, we started working on the Arma 3 version of Epoch. And then from there, the big push for partnership for me was all the Epoch keys, right? The beta keys, alpha keys at the time, actually, the key goals and all that. And that got me partnered on Twitch. And then from there, honestly, I kind of immediately saw dollar signs. I'm like, how can I capitalize on this? How can I become like a bunch of other people? I became sort of envious of other people who had success. And I kind of fell into it ass backwards. Like I thought, now that I'm here, it's over. I made it. This could be, this is me being honest, this could be my shot. This is me. I'm going to be full time doing this. Hell, I got partnered. I'm just going to keep it going. What I didn't realize is the work had just begun, right? I was, 32 at the time, but still quite immature with my thoughts about all of that. I didn't realize that that didn't mean that I approached every stream saying well, how much money am I going to make? I just thought in the back of my head this happened for me, and this is, it's all about I got to capitalize and get as many subs and all that. So I just got to by that I just got to put as much time into it as possible. Little did I know my prediction of what was going to be the most popular game on Twitch wasn't going to be an Arma 3 mod. It was going to be something else, I wasn't one. I've never been one of those guys that will jump on a game trend unless I'm into it. I feel like I've had integrity in that, at least, that I've played what I enjoyed or what I believed in. But at some point, and I think around 2015, when things were really slowing down for Arma 3 and other things like that, I kind of lost a sense of purpose, because there wasn't as many people coming around that needed the information. Because what I really enjoyed most, and I didn't realize it at the time, was having that sense of purpose for whether it be educating or bringing people together. What we used to do with our community game nights and that sort of thing, we used to rock 30-40 player servers, doing DayZ Epoch play with viewer nights and stuff like that. We had some great events. And I'm not saying we hadn't done that in the recent past, but not having that kind of juice behind it really it really kind of drained me. And ever since then, I've slowed down, and I've always wondered well, how long am I going to do this for? I always felt obligated to people to keep doing it, but I kind of lost my sense of purpose at a certain point. And definitely over the last couple of months, I've been open on stream talking about I've considered hanging it up, because how long can you do one thing like this unless you're enjoying it or you have some sort of purpose for it. I mean, lately I haven't even been playing that many video games. You know, it seems kind of fruitless, and a lot of times I just don't get that much joy out of it. So I don't want to complain about that part, but I think that all of us go through that at certain times. But it's more like getting that, you know, that feeling when you give someone a gift, or that feeling when you help somebody out. That's really what I want. That I've realized that like that's the simplest solution to this sort of selfish problem of like, why would I stream? It's not like when I first streamed on like Justin TV, where I was like, well, Fraps doesn't run on my computer, so you know this program will at least record my gameplay somewhere so I can take it and look at it later. You know, it's like, how can I make an impact? As big of an impact as I can make. You know, and I realized that just getting on and being lazy and just like hitting the streaming button, right? Just hit going, like it's not that hard to do. And I enjoy chatting with people. It's the best part about it, man. But like, what am I doing? I'm just kind of, I feel like I've been spinning my wheels. So what I've decided to do, is I've decided to make my stream a non-profit stream. I removed my donate button, and the button that's down there right now, I tried to fix it before the stream. I don't have the proper size of graphic for it, and I'll explain about the charity that we're supporting right now. But I'll fix the graphic and the information, but for some reason the graphics, the scaling of it is weird, so yeah, I mean, for at least for the next couple of months, I'm going to be giving all of my Twitch revenue, all my bit revenue, to a charity of my choice, at least for this month. I'm going to talk about the charity that I'm supporting, and I also have a donate button that goes directly to it, okay? Because I just feel like, it just feels kind of, I don't know. I haven't felt good about receiving a paycheck from Twitch for a long time. I never really felt like I deserved it. And it wasn't a lot about the money anyways, streaming. I realized quite a while ago that it wasn't going to become a career for me, streaming in particular. So, I'm getting older, and I'm starting to feel my age, and I'm starting to feel like I should be making an impact in what I do. So that's really the point of all of this, is the fact that I do want to raise awareness for charities, and I do want to do more for my local community and beyond, man. And it's not, I'm not doing this as like publicity to like raise the profile of my channel or something like that. If that happens, so be it, man. Great. That means I can get the word out more about a good cause that I want to support. So Yield and Dozier and Phil, Lone Man Wolf, Martha. I'm going to read you guys' messages. Yeah, I mean, Martha, streaming is not for everybody. I've sat with sort of, I felt a responsibility just because of all the people that I've met and the friends that I've made. I feel like there is no end for me. Love you too, Steph. Thank you. Well, let's talk about the positives of this. That's just really what's been stewing in my head for a long time. And I've been going through some health issues and sleeping issues lately. Haven't been streaming as much. That's just really... I found out where the audio is coming from. It's coming from Tiltify. Okay. So you see the link in the chat. I'm going to post it. I found out. And it really sucks. But this thing, I almost want to remove the... hold on a second. I almost want to remove the embedded stream in there, because people really don't... How many people actually will watch a Twitch stream on like an embedded source somewhere else. Not really. People like to be on Twitch so they can browse around. Okay, so if you go here, you know what? Before I post the link, I'm going to fix this. And I'm going to remove my embedded stream in there because it seems kind of redundant. Then if people open it, they're going to be freaking out like, where's this double audio coming from, right? Let me just do that really quick. And then I'll talk a little bit about the charity. And it was a very careful consideration with the charity. I realized that I can't just look at something on its face and say, you know, I fully in support of this charity. I want you guys to go there and donate. I looked deeply into it, and I met with some people about it, and we talked about it. And I'm pretty confident. I want to remove this. I want to remove that. Let's see if that works now. Okay. It's going to look a little funny. And I need to learn more about this Tiltify site because there's... Sounds good, Phil. We'll talk to you soon. This is the donate button for it, okay? And the Stack Up site itself is here. And I'm just going to browse around on the site and show you guys what it is, okay? Hopefully this is going to work. Okay, good. All right, so Stack Up is a charity that that supports veterans primarily and those who are in active duty overseas, etc. Through four different programs. Excuse me, the Air Assault program, the Stacks program, the Stop program, and the Supply Crate program. I believe the Supply Crate program is their primary. Like this is mostly what they do. So they'll send these care packages to veterans who are active duty, deployed out there, also to folks that are laid up in a veterans hospital, and who does it support? It supports troops from the U.S., Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and other NATO forces. The charity started in 2015, and they're just they're based in the U.S., but they're expanding out. They have they've got their Stacks program, so this Supply Crates program is easy enough to get behind, right? So it was started by the same guy who started Operation Supply Drop. Okay, that charity is still active. However, I don't know the details of like he wanted to start this because I think that he wanted to have a more diverse suite of programs that they're offering, right? So the Air Assault program sends veterans to gaming events. So someone who can't afford to go to like a PAX or a Comic-Con, E3, allows them to go. And if you've ever been to one of these gaming events like this, if it's your first time, it's pretty amazing. I went to my first TwitchCon, and you wouldn't believe, man. It's such a positive experience. It kind of gets people to break out of their shell a little bit, realize that it's not like a super overwhelming thing to go to one of these. It's actually like it's like being in a room full of friends, so many people with similar interests, right? So now I'm kind of new to learning about this charity too, but yeah, basically people will nominate those who would want to go to one of these events, and they choose. I'm not exactly sure how they choose them, but that is that. The Stacks program is something that I'm almost. This is what I'm almost most interested in, right? Like I want to actually was considering applying to be a volunteer for this. but it's getting together with veterans locally and creating a sense of community, letting people know that there are those that have similar interests. Like this is intersection of, veterans and active duty people and video games. Like it's all based around video games, right? But these people will, go out and meet with veterans and help, like it says here, helping bring comfort and friendship to veterans coping with PTSD or transitioning back to civilian life. Okay, and then the STOP program, which is exclusively through a Discord channel right now. It's overseen by a licensed mental health professional, giving veterans a place to go to just have someone to talk to, if they're having negative thoughts or they just need someone to vent with, right? So that's what that's about, man. Because unfortunately the statistics for veterans with suicide around certain times of years is it's a bit staggering. So having something like that, just a simple thing, just join the Discord and have someone to talk to. So and I when I asked about this program, that's kind of what they told me, and I don't know if they're going to expand upon this later. But they do have licensed. All squad members are HIPAA certified, so you can be assured that all matters discussed are. So, anyways, that is the overview of this charity. In the let me just go here. You can see they have their 501c3 form there. You can go through and you can look at their tax form from 2016. In 2016, they posted a 91% donations and or if it was considered like revenue, monies going out to their programs, which is amazing. And in 2017, 93% of the funds they received went out to their programs. They only have a few people on staff that they actually pay, and they're able to do all of these things. Like, they keep it really lean. There's no person skimming off the top or however. There's a bit of people have a bit of hesitation with charities nowadays. They wonder is this just a front for somebody making money? I think that there's been a few bad apples that have spoiled the bunch when it comes to that. So that's all I have to tell you guys. I hope that you'll consider supporting stackup.org, and I'll be fixing all the information on the channel so that we have a bit more of a streamlined approach to it. I'll also work on my presentation with it too. It's a bit different when I don't stream as much. It's harder for me to talk on stream. So thanks for sticking with me. And that's it, man. I'm going to find a game to play now. But, same, not a whole lot more is changing. I'm going to be donating it all through May. By the way, May is Military Appreciation Month, and the stackup.org call to arms is year long. So check them out. See if you want to donate, and I appreciate it. And I'm going to turn my alerts back on. By the way, if you do donate through Tiltify, I do get a notification. It does go through Streamlabs, so that's it, guys. I know, not a super sexy announcement. I considered talking about some of the negative aspects of streaming, that the trends that I've noticed lately, like what the most popular stuff to watch on Twitch, what gets the most viewers, but I just decided to stay away from it. I just want to distance myself. Like I want to stay so far away from that. I don't even want to talk about it. Like I realize it just kind of just makes me sound sour if I start talking about it, and it's kind of feeding into that same mentality too. It's pretty much like people all like it's almost like a human centipede or something, dude. Like I'll just say that. I'll just say that. That's the way I feel about it. It's kind of gross, in my opinion. But that's it, man. So I love you guys, and I hope you'll stick with me. That doesn't mean that I'm going to spend my entire stream talking about a charity, but I'd love to know your thoughts about this, about anything that's going on. Um, if you have a charity that you like, that you would like me to consider in the future, if you want to send it to me in a private message, if you have a story about a reason why you would want to support a certain charity, let me know, man. I know that one of the charities I want to support in the future is, I forget what it's called now, but it's for it's the I think it's called the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. I think it's called, but it's all searching for a cure, or at least an effective treatment for Crohn's disease and colitis. You know, my father, up until when he passed in 2016, you know, he's going through hell. You know, he had colitis, and there just really wasn't any kind of effective medication. All the medication that he had, it just really messed with him bad. It was not good. You know, yeah, it just wasn't good, man. All right, so I'm gonna be playing some games now. I don't know. Honestly, I need to play some